Okay, Callie, you can cook, but can you actually make a complete budget deck with only $100? Bro,
Are you challenging me?
I can cook. I can cook anything. Welcome, big dog. And you are now cooking with the king, a series where I serve you the best la best. And today on the menu, we have money. Krusty Krab may be onto something. I think in his Bible it says something, something, money, something, something amazing. Today I have been challenged to make a $100 budget deck, but I'm gonna make it a little bit more interesting since I've done it so many times and it's way too easy. 1, I am gonna make main extra inside for under $100. 2, I will not be using any structure decks. That's cornball. Yeah, so them structure deck and structure decks, we gonna be winning. Of course, guys, I'm always down to do another amazing, wacky challenge. Let me know down below in the comment section, what should I cook with next? Until then, let's see what we cooking with today. So you're probably wondering what Callie cooked today. My guy, this ain't no miso soup. This is real complicated. My big brain wanted to prepare everybody that could be on a budget. Whether you're new and trying to learn the game, you just want to try something different with low money. Or maybe you want to clap up your friends and you're tired of playing Dark World and Altergeist. I think this particular deck fits all three, and that's why I picked yugioh Altergeist. Hold it! You want to clap up your friends and you're tired of playing Dark World and Altergeist.
Objection!
Ironically, this deck is stupid cheap. Like seriously, my guy, I got all of this and I know they look really shiny and expensive, but all of the Altergeist cards together, they were like $10. And I mean more than just what you see. I mean extra deck cards included. It was kind of crazy how cheap this deck is. I personally think that that's really important for a budget player because it allows us to play budget cards that aren't specific to Altergeist, meaning that they can be transferable to some of your other budget decks. Especially if you already had these, my boy, you literally just spend $10 and you got a whole new deck. So after the Altergeist cards, there is 3 copies of Pot of Extravagance and the 1-for-1. Pot of Extravagance is an amazing alternative to Pot of Prosperity here, but of course, if you can't afford Prosperities, then you may want to consider playing those as well. And this is also one of the very few decks that can benefit from a big blowout card like Solemn Strike because you'll still be able to get the effect of Altergeist Multi. Now, I ain't even gonna hold you. My common Pot of Extravagances did not come in, but so far the deck is maybe like $15. The bulk of my deck actually came from these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which you can play in any given Yu-Gi-Oh deck this format. The interruption cards that I think are really important are 3 Droll, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, and 3 Even. My rare Droll and Lockbirds have not came in just yet, so I'm factoring in the rares that I bought. This was actually the most expensive part of the deck. It cost me about $60 for all of these cards, but the best thing about them is that you can play them in just about any deck going forward. I like this way of building budget decks because even if this specific deck doesn't fit you, my guy, you can use these in anything else you decide to play. On top of that, these are also some of the best cards that are being played in the game right now. And now that we done with that big dog at an even 40, I'm just gonna blaze through the extra. 3 Adaminia, 3 Hextia, 2 Prime Banshee, 2 Linkribo, 1 Anima, 1 Heat Soul, 1 Masquerena, 1 Arknight, 1 Cubit. I play 3 copies of some of the most important cards just in case they get banished with Pot of Extravagance. That's pretty much all there is to say about this. But I did promise you more. I also built a side deck. Now, side decks seem to be a little bit more specific for your particular deck, but don't worry, this entire side deck was maybe $5. The reason why Altergeist can be so powerful is because some of the most expensive cards in the game are spells, and you can play Secret Village of Spellcasters. There's 3 Cosmic Cyclones, 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance for more spell hate, 3 Metaverse, and 3 Rivalry of the Warlords. This is an extremely solid side deck for your Altergeist deck, and I don't think you'll be disappointed with some of the fun you'll be having. Yeah, that's right. Fun. That's what we'll call it. Well, I mean, you're going to have fun winning and get that serotonin. I'm not sure if they'll have fun. But now that we got the deck out of the way, you're probably wondering, where are the combos? A big reason why I picked Altergeist is because it is a fairly linear deck and it doesn't require a huge brain to learn. So if you are a beginning Yu-Gi-Oh player, it's going to be really easy to master. One of the best combos that you can do with Altergeist requires Altergeist Marionator and Seek, and this is probably one of the top of the line combos that this deck can do. What you do is you'll normal summon Marionator using its effect to be able to set Haunted Rock, and then use Haunted Rock's ability, activating it on the turn you set it by sending the Seek. You'll then use Marionator to send the Haunted Rock to the graveyard to summon Seek, and then link with both of these monsters. You're going to make Hextia, and then trigger the effect of Seek to be able to get the new Altergeist Malwisp. Now, since Malwisp was added to the hand, you can special summon it, and then special summon another Altergeist monster to your side of the field. You'll use both the Hextia and the Malwisp, or whatever Altergeist monster if you're choosing, for a link summon into Prime Banshee. As long as a monster is pointed to Prime Banshee, you're okay right here. Trigger the effect of your Hextia to be able to get Altergeist Protocol, and then use your Prime Banshee to tribute off your Altergeist Marionetter to special summon your Multi-Faker, and your Multi-Faker to special summon Pukari. From here, you can use Multi-Faker and Pukari for a link summon into Altergeist Hextia. Trigger the effect of Pukari to add itself to the hand, and now Prime Banshee plus Pukari will be used for a link summon into Adaminia. Adaminia will be Chain Link 2, Prime Banshee will be Chain Link 1. You are going to add the Multi-Faker back to your hand, and Adaminia is going to set the manifestation. This is actually really good. And the reason why this is so good is because you have a ton of lines of interruption. Altergeist Manifestation can activate alongside your protocol to be able to special summon Malwisp, but Malwisp can also special summon your Altergeist Marionetter. Since you did use a trap card, you can special summon your Multi-Faker, and then special summon Silquitos from the deck. Hextia can tribute off the Malwisp to be able to negate an opponent's spell and trap card. Adaminia can send the manifestation to the graveyard to be able to take control of an opponent's monster. Silquitos can bounce the Multi-Faker to be able to disrupt an opponent's card. And if Silquitos itself is sent to the graveyard, you can get back your manifestation. You still do have protocol to tribute off the Hextia and then negate the activation, trigger the effect of Hextia to be able to add any Altergeist card you want from your deck to your hand. Card like Seek. And Malwisp effect only lasts for the rest of the turn, so if you do have Marionetter on your side of the field on the next turn, you can send it to the graveyard to special summon any Altergeist monster you want back to your side of the field. It's actually crazy how good Altergeist is for about a $10 budget deck. Okay, big dog, it's really time to put this deck to the test, and you guys let me know down below in the comment section, does this deck cook, or are we getting cooked here? It's going to be really exciting to see how these hands play out. There are some cards that you absolutely do not want to draw, but then there's some cards that are very workable. I think for the most part, it's workable. Spoofing, 1-for-1, double Ash in a draw. Woo! They are hitting us with the hard time struggles here. Fortunately, this is still decently playable. What I would do here is I would 1-for-1 the Ash since we already have an Ash in hand. We go straight into the Seek. And since we don't have another monster to summon, we can just morph the Seek into the Link Karibo and trigger the effect of Seek. It's unfortunate. No, it's still pretty good. We'll get the Marionetter here. And then I would summon the Marionetter and trigger its effect. We'd set the protocol, and this is actually a lot stronger than what people would want to give it credit. And the reason why is because on our opponent's turn, we can spoofing the Marionetter into a Multi-Faker, which will allow us to get a Silquitos. And our opponent's not going to be able to protect themselves from Droll because we have protocol. Any monster effect will just be met with protocol tributing to be able to negate, preventing them from search. We also have an Ash Blossom and a way to prevent our opponent from attacking. So really decent for a budget $100 deck. Let's go ahead and get into test hand number 2 and hope that we can show you some crazy combos, as I think that drawing multiple Altergeist monsters isn't even a terrible thing. Let's go. All right, let's see. Ash, 1-for-1. What? All right. Pretty much the same 2 cards, which was really weird, but hey, we're going to go ahead and start off with, this one's tough. I think I'd still, do I 1-for-1 the Silquitos though? Because this guy is, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, that's so interesting. I think I will 1-for-1 the Silquitos because it's a card that you don't necessarily want to draw, but you can manage with it if it's in the graveyard. So I will 1-for-1 off my Meluseek. And then I'll normal summon Marionetter. I do not need my Haunted Rock here, so I'll just go straight into the manifestation here. And then we will link with both of these monsters into our Hextia, triggering the effect of our Meluseek to add. Same combo. We'll add the Maowisp and summon it. Maowisp will bring back the Silquitos. Doesn't matter here. And then we'll link again. I'll make the Prime Banshee, triggering the effect of Hextia to search. And with Hextia, I can search any card, which is, that's kind of dope. One thing I would recommend is don't search a trap, because like, you don't need to. I think Multi-Faker might be it for me, because now I can just recur another card. From here, Prime Banshee tributes off the Silquitos to summon a Multi-Faker, and Multi-Faker can summon from the deck. That's going to be the Pukari. And as you can see, it's still pretty much business as usual. We link these two into our Hextia. Pukari adds to hand, and then we link these two into our Adaminia, which will then trigger the effect of Prime Banshee. This time around, we get a choice on what we get to add to our hand and the Adaminia to be able to set. Almost forgot. Oh, I wish we could search Personal Spoofing. That actually would have been a great card. So we get that, and then we get any Altergeist monster. This time around, I'd probably get the reset in Marionetter back into my hand. So our hand is still really, really strong. We still have a Multi-Faker summon, which could be used for Adaminia and Hextia targets. And then we have Manifestation and Protocol. Manifestation can actually just manifest the Silquito straight up if I see the matchup, or it could manifest into our Maowisp combo, which is Maowisp plus an additional monster graveyard. We chilling here. This was actually pretty easy to be able to navigate through. So last test hand. Let's go. One thing I do hope, I might just try to stick a Maowisp in my hand if I don't draw it, just to show you that, like, I want to see how it works with Maowisp. All right, let's see what we got. Pukari, Droll, 1-for-1, Extravagance. Holy. All right, cool. Double Extravagance. I don't like that, but sometimes that's how it be. Let's just go ahead and activate that Extravagance chain. We'll banish 6. So 3, 6, and those cards are, holy, that's actually a really good one. So we'll draw 2. We'll draw Droll and Evenly. It's really weird that I keep getting 1-for-1 in my hand, but this is still a very doable thing. I'll go 1-for-1 a Droll into Meluseek, and now Meluseek plus Pukari will go ahead and link here. We'll go into our Hextia. I'll trigger both effects, add Pukari, and then add a monster from our decks to our hand. I'll add, oh wow, I don't think I add, no, I think I add, oh man, I was so quick. I think I had Maowisp here, yeah. Then Maowisp was added, so it summons the Meluseek. We link. If not committed our normal summon, guys, we make the Prime Banshee, activate the effect of Hextia. I think now I search the Marionetter. Prime Banshee Tribute. It summons the Multi-Faker. It's summoning a, oh, it should have summoned the Marionetter. Okay, so this should actually be this, and you should be you, maybe? Yeah, that actually makes more sense. So we'll link here. Hextia number 2, and then we'll link here into Adaminia Prime Banshee. And as you can see, we pretty much get the exact same combo with this particular hand. The deck is fairly consistent. It's consistent as you can get with a $100 deck. I think we cooked here, but it is up to you to let me know. And that's all that I have, big dog, with the Big Cook deck. This deck is actually really fun to play, extremely cheap, and I gotta say is one of the better $100 decks that can transfer over to others. Of course, let me know down below in the comment section, what is another strategy that you want to see us cook with? I can't wait to see if I can do it. And also be sure to check out these videos, and I'll be sure to catch you on the next one.